Summer rains are here. Coconuts fall around me. Bonk. I am awake. Yeah, man. Nothing like a falling coconut to wake you up. But you know, coconuts, that's a metaphor. So what is it that needs to fall around you to wake you up? Yeah, well, one of the things we need is nourishment. And the Ching for this week of June 25th, 2018 says, wake up. Time for nourishment. Number 27, Yi, the tiger's mouth. Yeah. Above is a quiet mountain, and below you're being shaken. You're being aroused. And man, if this is not a time of arousal, I don't know what, when, or where it has been or what it was, but it is. It is. The wisdom awakened to the call of the divine. Nourishment is to be received. The ritual meal is prepared. Share and nourish the tribe. The ritual table of initiation is set and waiting for you to be the guest as well as the host. As you nourish yourself, so are you to nourish all around you. The architecture of this hexagram is an open mouth. It is symbolic of hunger for knowledge of the self. This is a time of receiving, that is certain. But just what to receive and how much is the question that will be answered in this reading today. Carl Jung, Dr. Jung, he said, if the demand for self-knowledge is willed by fate and refused, this negative attitude may end in real death. The demand would not have come to this person had they still been able to strike out on some promising bypath. But they're caught in a blind alley, an alley from which only self-knowledge can extricate them. If they refuse, then no other way is left open. Usually they're not aware or conscious of the situation either, and the more unconscious they are, the more they're at the mercy of unforeseen dangers. They cannot get out of the way of a car quickly enough. In climbing a mountain, they miss their foothold somewhere. Out skiing, they think they can negotiate a tricky slope, and then in illness, they suddenly lose the courage to live. The unconscious has 1,000 ways of snuffing out a meaningless existence with surprising swiftness. Hey, man, old Carl didn't pull any punches, huh? Yeah. The vital food at this moment is a diligent opening and a nurturing of soul consciousness. That amorphous, unseen component of your life force. Now it's time to consider what goes into the open mouth. Be equally aware of what goes out and of what aspect of the ego is operating the mouth. The words you think and the words you speak have great power at this time. At the root of what you are receiving and giving is love. Giving of love through words and action is necessary to aid you in finding happiness and peace of mind. And man, there ain't no such thing as a white lie. You got it? Ain't white. You see, this is the Grail search coming to you now. Nothing less. At this time in your process, you experience a time of not being heard. It happens. So be it. By sitting quietly at the ritual table, sharing the initiatory meal, what you say will be heard and will be what sets the tonal frequency on your quest for the understanding, enlightenment, abundance, and the love you desire. In moving from doubt and fear, this process will be realized by creating an actual or a virtual altar. It is at the altar you will find a comfort zone, a place that will bring you clarity, where you can look to what you desire and make way and you'll be shown how to get there. Construct the altar in simplicity. Do it in a place you feel is safe and sacred. Or if there is none of that, build it in your meditation. Build it in your soul center. Preserve it on the inner plane of your consciousness. This time is that of initiatory creative transformation. As you transform yourself through your thoughts, your words, and your actions, you also have the ability and you have the responsibility to be of service in the transformation of others who will walk beside you. It will be of great benefit at this time to recognize and honor your tribal brothers and sisters and actively embrace them, keep them close. At this time, embrace the idea of being a part of a great and cosmic whole. You see, these are tribal times. That's where it's safe, in the gathering of the clans. There's a great primal knowing that is being revealed and released as you join with your companions of destiny, be they near or far. As distance, you see, has no bearing on tribal associations. This is a new paradigm, a new way to operate. The feeling of longing that is with you now can no longer be ignored. Identify, honor, and dissect it. Dissect it to find the truth. You see, if you refuse this, it'll take you off track and you'll lose access to your vital nourishment of soul, which is this ritual meal that is before you. Ask, what is it you're longing for? What is the hunger that keeps you from focusing and completing tasks, both great and small? Finding the answer will not come from outside yourself in the form of a sage or a priest or a shaman or a wise person. It can only come from you and will require perseverance into the deep and pointed consideration as to how you've been thinking and what spin you're putting on things to make your present actions and decisions feel like they're right or feel like they're enough. Don't be fooled. Not at this point. It's not the time to take the easy way. It is your time of bravery, moving into brutal honesty to uncover the lies that you have believed and the lies that you've been telling yourself for years and that your ancestors have believed for many generations. It's time to break the mold. When an initiatory process such as this one comes toward you, you'll be tested. Tested by the ego, which will present situations or persons that look too good to be true. These are the ego's obstacles, the final test before glory. Don't fool yourself and be clouded by desires of the senses, just because what is coming toward you now looks so good or seems so perfect. It's an old trick of the ego using temptation that would have you miss the opening to initiation. The initiation that is right in front of you. With your diligence and mind-bending work, you've brought much to the table. You've done it for yourself, for sure, for your family, for your community and tribe. Recognize that this is good. And it's proper to grace your fellow pilgrims with your bounty. You too should partake of what is beneficial, but do not become enraptured with the table you've prepared. If you do, this can be known by no other name than pride. Pride, as presented by the ego, would stop you in your tracks, blind you. Stop now and feed at the ritual table. Consume what you need, then leave the table. You see, your journey has just begun. Note well, you are a beginner. Keep your companions close with truth and nurture their attributes. This is sharing the bounty. This time of nourishment is a necessary component in this global initiatory process of which you are all active participants. As the great changes are happening and spreading across the world in these moments, it's incumbent upon all who are working for the greater good to bring this awareness into your daily life. by acting with dignity and integrity and compassion, kindness, while you reject the shadowy negative that will surely be placed on your path as a test of your commitment to the light. You will hear your inner voice of wisdom, your intuition that will keep you on track. This is the teaching of Yi, this hexagram. Let this voice be your guide towards the greater good, for you and for all around you. Remember and believe you are in the right place at the right time. Take in the good and actively reject the negative as you step into the light. As you've been made strong and will be stronger by trusting and walking in to the fire of initiation. Yeah, man. The fire is here. Do not doubt it. It's growing. It's getting brighter. And it's getting easier for you to access. And don't doubt that for a minute. This is a time of waking up, man. We see it all around us. As much as I try to stay away from the news, when I do, it scares me, to be honest, and tells me that it's time to go deeper. As Jung said, go into self-knowledge. That's what will get you out of being stuck. Learn about you, and man, listen to others. Listen to the trees. Yeah, listen to the trees. Listen to the wind. Listen to the sea. That's what this time is about. And what you will have and what you will hear will be of the greatest gifts that you could possibly imagine. So, open the door. Let love in. And be the light and be the love that you desire. Namaste, my brothers. Namaste, my sisters. In la kesha la kin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Teach peace. Don't engage in petty arguments. Don't let he or she take you down that road if you've been there before. Don't engage so you can see the truth. Sometimes you got to be in the center where you can see the truth of light and the truth of darkness. It's okay. We are all beginners. And I got to admit, I like it that way. In la kesha la kin, brothers, sisters. Be who you are. And who you are is enough. Yeah. Namaste. Namaste.